we got our pot in. The light worked out really nice. I can see the unloading alleyway to count them and look at them.
Meet the Peterson family. Our dad, the three Peterson brothers, and our families farm together in central Kansas. Our family farm started in 1882 and has been raising cattle and crops ever since. Please subscribe to this channel and give us a like and a comment if you enjoy the video.
Okay, cattle are loaded and ready. It's real, can't see a whole lot in there. Also, I found my other sunglasses. They were in this truck. So, happy about that. My dad chopped 2 loads of silage with the dump wagon while Evan and I loaded the cattle. Also, Evan's back, so we have a window washer. Hopefully, I put that on his list to wash these windows. You guys have seen, every time I try to film out of them, they're really dirty. Gonna be happy to get these heifers traded for the 90 we bought last night. Won't be the exact same dollars, but it'll be similar feed intake and close to the same dollars, so it's gonna be a good trade, I hope. Okay, we're down in the slough, the area that we always just leave planted to something and hope to capture for forage. I would have rather it had been totally underwater at this point and this wheat been not usable, but instead there's no water really in this pond over here to irrigate with, and there's no water here in the excess slough, so we're gonna chop it. Chopping what should be underwater. Trap down here. Just replacing one, well, we replaced one sickle. Well, M7's been a good feed tractor for me. I'm sad because I got to switch off of it. It's going to get moved to the swather, so I won't get to sit in this first thing in the morning and last thing at night. Okay, I got it hooked up. Time to see if I got all the hoses right. Okay, here's what the new swather looks like that doesn't have grass and stuff all over it. These are called turtles, and they spin. So they call them turtles because they kind of have like this shell on top, but they got 3 knives each that are replaceable and reversible. So a couple of them, these will spin, and it throws it back, lifts it, throws it back to the full width conditioning rolls, and spits it out the other end crimped, really, depending on what pressure you have it set it at, and then it starts drying. And now we'll be able to go much faster with these knife system than with a sickle system like what we had on that 5830 head.
Whoa.
Here's that cover crop Nathan planted into the soybeans. They're coming up really nice. So Dad is out here planting or drilling some soybeans into some corn residue that we grazed over the winter. It's drilling really nice, and it's actually really moist conditions out here, just because of a lot of the residue that's here. It's keeping the moisture in really nice. So even though it's dry, we're still planting into moisture. The beans are going into moisture. That's a good thing in a dry year. You can see we've got plenty of moisture. So for those of you curious how an air seeder works, those 2 tanks up top hold seed and fertilizer. For beans, we're just putting on seed. So there's a fan in the front of the air seeder that pushes air through all those hoses and delivers the seed to each row unit. And you can see the front of the air seeder is kind of opening up a hole for the seed to go in. The middle of it is putting the seed into the hole, and then the back of it is closing the hole.
Okay, Okay, so I'm out checking the cows. I maybe should have been here yesterday, but the grass really, they haven't, totally overgrubbed it. One thing I've always been checking on this year is this cow's raising twins for me. And I just want to make sure her body score is not going down too much. She seems to be doing fine. She's a taller, framier cow, so I just want to make sure I get that second calf pulled off of her if I think it's going to affect her breed back, because she could get too thin trying to raise 2 babies. Do you have any manners? I'm trying to film a video here. Always one of you is yapping. The cows always get a little taste of alfalfa when they come into this paddock. Still has a little bit in it. From years ago, I think we had this to alfalfa, so. Okay, so like 2 weeks ago, we were grazing this around the lagoon and pond dam with some heifers, and it's already all the way grown back. Well, anyway, it's on the other side of the wire. Now we're gonna graze all these weeds with some heifers. Well, they were pen 10 heifers. There's like 70, 80 of them. We're gonna graze all these weeds. It's free feed, and we already pretty much had it fenced. We just had to get the fence hot. People say a weed is just a plant out of place. Well, these plants are partially out of place, but we're gonna change them from a weed into feed. Weeds at the vegetative stage, most weeds anyway, are pretty high in protein, just like a nice grass. You don't want to let them all get a bunch of seed heads on, because cattle they won't eat seeds off of weeds, but we're gonna graze them right now. So as you can see here, this is bale storage area. All along there was bale storage. Right out there in the middle, we put bales. We moved the last of the bales so that we could graze it without the cattle rubbing on the bales, but I'm gonna open this gate here and let them out. Oh no, the cattle got out. They're running down the alley. Just kidding. It's not a big deal. We just turned them out. They're gonna eat the weeds around the feedlot. The other thing that this saves is we don't have to mow or brush hog or whatever, any of that down there that might have wire in it or might have metal or something. We can just put cattle out there. We don't have to worry about messing up some machinery.
Gotta fit under a pivot. You ask your wife to help you out. All right, today we have been planting Milo for the neighbor, is what I've been doing here on this irrigated field along the interstate. And then Dad has been drilling soybeans, which you saw some footage a little bit ago there. Nathan has been working on getting some more spraying done. Kendal's been swathing brome, some waterways. And so all 4 of us have been busy doing different field work. Really nice night tonight, and getting quite a bit done. And I think my pump just ran out of gas, so I'm gonna go fill it up. Okay, my load is loaded for tonight, but I got something else special planned before the evening chores. Time to tarp this feed. How far are we done with those tires? Put another strip here because the tarp we got was too wide for this trench. It was 50 footer and the trench is only like 35 feet across. Okay, my dad's got some more tires right there. So we've gotten that much done. We need a couple gaps. But I don't know if I would hire us to do a millions of tons pile, but we got the small pile done. Nathan's applying the finishing touches. I'm about to go and chore. Oh, good discus form there, huh?
Okay, that wasn't really discus form. I was thinking about discus because it's state track weekend in Kansas. Kansas has all 6 high school divisions of state track all at the same location, so it's pretty exciting. One of our neighbor was in the high jump, and Nathan and I always participated in high school, and so it's kind of like the very last, high school thing before it's officially summer. So good luck congrats to all the state track athletes in Kansas. So this is the next morning. They've eaten and trampled some of these weeds. Wow, nice sunset. Or sunrise, I guess. Looked better on camera than I did in person. It's usually backwards. Anyways, they're eating on both sides of the bunk here. I came down and fed in this alleyway and turned around and they just kind of swarmed me. A little bit of feed here. Not all of them care about it. Then I closed these gates behind me. We're just finishing up chores here with these new cattle. Got them hay, got them all lined up. Eating.
All right, I'm finishing up this irrigated Milo field of the neighbors. Nice little sunbeams happening. Just got a down back left here. Hopefully you enjoyed that drone video. So it's Saturday night. Monday is Memorial Day. After I do this down back, I think I'm gonna be done for the weekend. So we're pretty much caught up. We could use rain. There's a little bit of chance tomorrow, so y'all can pray for that to happen. But otherwise, that's it. We'll see you guys next time. Here you go. Old MacDonald had a farm, and on that farm he had a cow. Good job. Are you counting?
4, 5, 6.
Whoa! Good job. Thanks for watching, everyone. Check out our music videos linked in the description. You can also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Snapchat, and explore our website, www.petersonfarmbrothers.com. See you guys next time.